Welcome to this Workout Wednesday. This Pilates class will be a full body workout, which will include the use of weights to really target upper body and the abs with a neutral spine. Here, you'll want a blanket or underneath the knees if you choose to be kneeling during the arm series. And the weights can be anywhere from 1 to 5 pounds. I've got 2s, 3s, and 5s here, and I'll probably use the 3s. Stretch out your mat the way I have mine, and we'll meet in tabletop position on hands and knees. Wrists underneath, shoulders, spread the fingers nice and wide. And then turn the fingers of one hand out to the side and then the other. Then maybe hands, fingertips back toward the body, back out to the sides and forward. It's like you're making a little circle with your hands, just warming the wrists. As you do this, squeeze the inner thighs a little bit inward and press through those shins. The next time the hands come forward, keep them there and begin to rock your weight forward and back. Forward and back. Again, spread those fingers, squeeze in on the mat, and then find stillness. That left leg, circle from the hip. And keep the weight even through the hands. Reverse directions. Complete circle here. Last one. And open that left knee out to the side and return. Out to the side and return. And keep the body as still as you can. Exhale, open. Inhale, close. Five, 4, 3, a little higher. 2. Last one, lift. And then knees side by each, slide that left leg back, plant the ball of the foot on the earth. Right arm reaches, palm is down, lift and tap. Lift and tap. And as you do this, see how high you can get the arm. If you can feel into the shoulder blade. 3 more like this, with the option to stay here. 2. Last one this way. If you'd like, that left leg can lift as the arm lifts. So just an option here today. Only 3. 2. Hug that right leg in toward midline. Last one. Nice. Release that, knees side by each, a little rock forward and back. And then, if you'd like, stay with the rocks or tuck the toes and lift the knees up and in, and then little rocks. It's quite challenging for the core and the quads, the legs here. And lower right back down, scapular glides. Allow the shoulder blades to pinch toward one another and press the earth away, the shoulder blades apart. Allow the chest to sink and lift. Neck in alignment with the rest of the spine. 3, 2, and last one. Nice. Hips up and back, downward facing dog. Walk those feet toward the front short edge of your mat. Hands to shins, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold, rock the weight forward into the balls of the feet, a little bit more, lighter in the heels as you start to roll up through the spine on the next exhale. Roll up Roll up, roll up. Hands to heart center here. Left leg goes back nice and long. So on the ball of that foot. Slight lean forward of the body here as you lengthen the right leg and rebend. Long leg to bent leg. Notice if the knee tracks align with the second and third toe. This could be done with hands down. 3, 2. Last one. Lengthen, rebend, step forward, arm sweep up and to your sides. As you tumble the head forward, let the shoulders be soft as you round through upper back, mid back, and low back. Bend the knees as much as you need. Hands to shins halfway, lift, inhale. Exhale, fold and find tabletop. So hands and knees once more. Again, wrists underneath, shoulders, spread the fingers. That right knee will circle from the hip. Press out of the hands and reverse your circles. Notice any stuck points. Last one. Nice. Open that knee to the right and return. Continue here. Exhale and inhale. Exhale to contract. Inhale to slow the return. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Open a little higher. And then return and lengthen that leg. Ball of foot touches the earth. Left hand. Reach that arm up and tap the fingers. Lift and lower. You've got 4 this way. 3. Remember, you can continue with this. 2. Last one. If you'd like, add on the right leg, left arm. Your range of motion here. Use that breath. Exhale to lift. Inhale to tap. 3, 2. How long can you keep that back leg? Last one, lift. Back into tabletop. You could take a push-up here, like a tricep push-up from tabletop position. Bend the elbows to straight, or walk the hands out. More of a plank position here, and bend to straight. Bend to straight. A third time. Maybe rock back or sink almost into child's. Roll forward. 3 push-ups. 3, 2. Last one. Sink hips toward heels. Little rock back. Rock forward to any degree for those triceps. Tricep. Chest press. Last one. Nice. From here, slide those hands in so that we're back into tabletop. Tuck the toes. Maybe you hover the knees and scapular glides. Allow the shoulder blades to come toward one another and then press away. A little sink of the chest and press away. This could be done with knees down. Quite challenging. 2 more. Last one. Good. Walk those legs forward. Find a forward fold. Hands to shins halfway, lift, inhale. And exhale to round through the spine. Inhale here. And exhale, roll up. Arms can sweep overhead, one arm circle, hands to heart center. That right leg will step back. Nice long lunge. Our lunge extension from Pilates. Lengthen lead leg and bend. The back leg stays long in this variation. Explore how this feels in the hips. Three, two, last one. Nice. Rebend that left knee. Step forward, arm circle, arms to sides, head drops, and then round. Articulate through the whole spine until you land in a forward fold. Hands to shins, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold, and have a seat on your bottom. Feet are planted. Hands could be behind the thighs as you sit up nice and tall, or extend those arms out. Low back rounds back. And sit up tall. Low back. And lift. So here, grounded feet, or at least heels. So you start to come down a little lower each time. Little lower. Little lower. And a final time, lower all the way down and roll toward me. Knees can stay bent, legs can be stacked. So knees out in front, heels in alignment with your hips. That bottom hand could come long, or arm could come long, or you can cradle the head or support it here with the hand. Top hand clasps, shin, ankle, wherever you can reach, and slide that leg back and forward in line with the hip. Clasped hand. And this is what often happens. Okay. We want to be at hip height. Explore the range of motion here as you press that bottom thigh down. If you'd like, you could release the hand. And this is a nice version to explore that mobility. Or option to lengthen that leg out. Maybe you flex the foot as the leg comes forward and point as it draws back. A slow variation today of side kick. If you want to add arm to it, opposite arm to leg. So arm forward, leg back, leg forward, arm back. It's like you're slicing through the air. Four more. Actually, three more. Two. Last one. Slice that leg back, arm reaches, and the hand can return to the earth as you bend the knee and stack the legs, hover that top leg. Then lift it open and return to hover. Full range for just a few. Let's do three. Light through the bottom waist. Two. Last one this way. Keep it open. Top arm can extend just in front of the thigh to prevent it from coming down too low as you pulse back or explore top range without losing the stack of the hips. How far open can that knee or hip go, that knee go? Three, two, last one, open. Stay open, open, open. Hand can come down, the knees come together and the foot goes high. And then toes can tap and knees. Shin lifts high. Then toes tap, knee lifts high. So how this feels in the hip. Let's do 2 more. Last round. Open that knee and then plant that top foot behind the opposite leg. Bottom leg goes long. Flex through the ankle, lift and lower. Partway. That hover. It's like you're kicking a soccer ball here across to another player. 5, 4, long leg. 3, 2. Last one. Stay lifted. Point, flex, point, flex. 3, 2, 1. Lift a little higher, higher, and release. Both knees bend, stack the legs. Come onto the bottom forearm. Press out of the armpit. Top hand comes to hip and lift the hips up and hover. Press up. Lower slowly. There's 2 more this way. Last time, left, lower. So you can come onto the bottom hand, turn the fingertips out and lift. And just lower a little dip. And a press up, a dip, press. Feel the waist working. So 2 more. Last one. Stay lifted here. Top foot can plant in front of the bottom leg. Okay. And then take that bottom leg closer to the grounded hand. Shin is parallel to short edge of the mat. Lengthen out that top leg and reach top arm over the ear. And lift up and side bend toward long leg. And tap the fingers down toward the far side. Just a few like this. Trying to use the strength in the sides of the body. 1 more. And come up through center, maybe hands behind the head if you'd like. Press the head into the skull. Ribs draw toward the pelvis as you press pelvis forward and lean. And return, just lift a little. Get this little tip. And lift out a little. 2 more. Last one, lean over, return to center, and that long leg, draw it in. This is where you might like to be on a blanket. If you even want to stay on your knees at all, you can do all these same exercises standing up. Pick the weights you'd like to use. You can always change your mind. Roll those shoulders. And as you roll the shoulders, press those shins into the blanket or earth, or feet into the earth. Engage through the glutes, especially when you're on your knees, little squeeze of the glutes. And crown is to sky. Arms come in front and out to the sides and down. Out in front, to the sides and down. And if it's not naturally happening already, see what it's like to squeeze the thighs toward one another without really moving. 1 more like this. And we'll reverse directions. Arms reach out to the side, sweep them forward and down. Out to side, sweep forward and down, palms are down. This is where rocking tends to occur. This is where we squeeze a little more through the glutes. Exhale strongly. Stay in touch with our breath. Last one. Out in front, turn the palms to face the ceiling and bend at the elbows and lengthen the arms. And see if the upper arms can stay in alignment with the shoulders. If not, that's okay. It can be down here, focused on biceps. Let's do 3, 2. Press the pelvis forward. It's a little. Last one. Good. Arms at 90-degree angle out in front of you. Okay, forearms facing me. Lift the arms and lower. Lift and lower just to that shoulder height. Let's do 5, 4, 3. Try not to lean back. 2. Last one. Nice. Arms again. In line with shoulders. Open and close. Open and press. See if you can keep tension out of the neck, maybe a little rock of the head. Keep it through. Arms, shoulder blades, squeeze together and part. Last time, open and press to the sky and lower. Press to the sky and lower. Just a few of these. 3, 2. Last one. Arms sweep out to the sides. Turn the palms up and again, bicep curl. Arms nice and steady. Squeeze your bicep. Let's see those muscles. Let's do 5, 4. Wrist nice and straight. 3, 2. Last one. Nice. Hands to your sides. Front top round part of the weight faces forward. And then draw those arms back and return. So reach and stretch back and return. Without a swing here. Just control. Still through the body. 3, 2. Last one. Reach back and return. Set those weights down. Arms circle. Hands in behind the hat. That opposite leg comes out to the side. Lean away to the side you have not been to yet. Pause. And then the hand closest to the earth comes down. Side bend here. And then reach in front of you to take that blanket away and land on the new side. Stack the legs. Again, knees in front, toward front edge of your mat, heels in alignment with hips. Choose your head position. That top leg lifts up to hip height, clasp ankle or shin. Forward and back with the leg. One long line. How steady can you be through the rest of the body? Still, still, still. Maybe you release that hand down or lift it for less stability. Okay. Just make sure that leg is in alignment with the hip. And now leg reaches back and maybe sweeps forward and sweeps. Again, arm could be reaching to sky or in opposition to the leg. Nice and slow. Slow can be harder. do 3, 2. Last time. Reach that leg back and then bend the knees, stack the hips. Other hand can come down or again extend to sky as you open and close that top leg. 3, 2. Last one this way, then open. Arm can extend if you'd like to help you stay in the top range. Hips are still stacked, even though the knees trying to open to the sky. 3, 2. Last one, open, open, open. Hand could plant, arm can extend as the knee, top knee comes toward bottom knee, and then the toes kiss. Knees tap, toes kiss. Explore internal, external rotation of the thigh. Sometimes the second side's harder. 3, 2. The last one, knees kiss, knees open, and plant that top foot. Bottom leg goes long, flex, ankle lift, and lower. Reach far away with that leg, nice and long. And then add the height. Already halfway there. 5, 4. Relax through the neck. 3. And the jaw. 2. Last one, stay at the top. Point, flex, point, flex. 2 more. Keep the toes pointed. Lift, 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 lift. And release. Bend knees, legs stacked. Press up onto bottom forearm. Top hand to hip. Press into that hand. And lower partway. Lift and hover. 2 more. Last one, high, high, high. And lower the hips. Find the hand that was grounded, fingertips out, and lift and slight dip. Lift and dip. Let's do 3, 2. Last one, stay lifted. That top leg, plant the foot, knees open. Slide or scooch that leg closest to the grounded hand in. Then lengthen that top leg. See if you can side bend toward long leg. And the fingers down. Just light. And keep the work for the obliques. One more tip. And reach up, hands interlace behind the skull. Press the head back a little as you lean away from long leg and come up part way. It's very small action as you press through the foot of the long leg. And hip pelvis also presses forward. 3, 2. Last one. It's like little lean and a lift and find your knees. Again, you could stand up or take blanket underneath those shins. Pick your weights. Roll the shoulders as you ground through the shins and press the pelvis forward with a tall spine. Imagine there's a book on your head and you don't want it to fall off. Arms reach out in front, out to sides, and return. So we could do this. That's what we did last round. Or arms can reach all the way up and around for big circles. You choose. Two more. Squeeze those thighs toward one another. I just remembered to do that. So much stronger. Last one in this direction. And let's open those arms to shoulder height and draw them in front and float them down. Lift, sweep forward, float down. So that's an option, or these full circles. And this is where stability through core might be more challenged. Minimize any kind of rock. If there's a rock, lessen the weights, or try standing. Last one. Nice. Arms reach out in front of you to shoulder height once more. Palms towards ceiling and bend to straight the arms. If your toes are touching, so let's say you have more of a triangle shape with your legs, you could try more parallel with the shins and see how that feels. Let's do 3, 2. The last one. Open and then find 90 degrees and pulse for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms still stay parallel to each other. Open and squeeze through the chest. So feel the chest squeeze. And then also the squeeze of the shoulder blades when you open. Squeeze of chest, squeeze of shoulder blades. Squeeze of chest, squeeze of shoulder blades. Let's do one more like this. And reach and bend. Reach and bend. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Palms open to the sky, arms long, and bend to straight. This could be done with the arms lower. 4, 3, 2. The last one. Bend, lengthen, draw elbows into sides, and press away. Elbows in, press away. Three, 2. Last one. Exhale, inhale, arms nice and long, sweep them back, and slightly forward. Let's do 3, 2. Last one. Reach back. And then return those arms to your sides. Turn to the short edge of your mat. Weights out in front. You can take that blanket out if you'd like. Hands and knees once more. You don't need to use the weights for this, but you might want to. That left leg, place the weight behind the left knee. Give it a nice squeeze. Keep that squeeze as you make circles from the hip. and reverse directions. And open that knee out to the left side and return. Open and return. Already halfway there with that one. 5, 4, 3, press evenly through both hands. 2, last one, open, return. Take that weight out with the right hand. Extend the left leg nice and long on the ball of foot. Palm can face down here as we lift the right arm and tap the weight. Reach and lift and tap. Now, if you'd like, you could lift the back leg and lower the back leg for the last 5. Just a choice here. 4, 3, really reach through that left foot. 2, even if it's planted. Last one. And good. Set the weight down, knees side by each, a little rock, little rock. And you could stay with this little rock. Or tuck the back toes and then hover the knees, suction, cup them in toward your center. And little rock, little rock. Stay with this or hover, and that left leg draws in and reach it long. Draws in and long for 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Walk forward to the front of your mat into a squat. Clasp those weights, bring them to the chest, and press yourself to rise. That right leg will go back, pardon me, into the nice long lunge. Arms can remain extended here, and lengthen the lead leg and bend. If you'd like to add a row, feel free to add a row. Four, 3, 2, last one. Now, with the front knee bent, bend the back knee, the torso will lift. Curl at the elbows as you lengthen the lead leg, and bend as you lengthen the arms. Curl and lunge. You have 4, 3, 2, last one. Bend that front knee, step forward, arms can sweep overhead, and then to your sides as you let the head nod forward and start to roll through the spine. This is inappropriate. You can bend the knees, come into a squat and set the weights down. Okay. And everyone set weights down. Hand positions halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale to fold and find that tabletop position once more. And take the weight behind the right knee if you're using it. Give it a nice squeeze as you find your alignment of wrists and shoulders. And circles with that hip. Reverse directions. Final circle. And then leg opens to side and lower or return. Hips face the earth as you open as far as you can with that knee. Keep the neck or the head in line with the spine. 2 more. Last one. Nice work. Left hand can take the weight as you extend the right leg. Reach that left arm long and lift and tap. And you could continue with this. Or lift that right leg as the left arm reaches and lower to hover. Lift and hover. You see, exhale to lift. Inhale to hover. 2 more. Last time, reach and release the weight. Knees parallel to one another, tuck the toes, maybe that little rock, or a little scapular glide. Chest sinks and lifts, chest sinks and lifts. Either way, the knees can hover as we press away or rock. And then pause, right knee draws in toward between the hands and extend the leg back. Draw it through and extend. 2 more. Last one, plant the foot, start to walk forward. Take those weights, sink the hips, weights to chest, rest your feet, and come to rise. That left leg this time, long lunge back. Arms to straight here. Pitch the body forward, lengthen and bend the lead leg. If you'd like to add a row of any kind, feel free. Let's do 4, 3, 2. Last one. Rebend that right knee. Rebend or bend that left knee as the torso lifts. Palms face forward. And lengthen lead leg and bend maybe as you bicep curl. Let's do 4, 3, 2. The last one. Bend and step forward. Arms can sweep to shoulder height or above your head. And then reach them out to the sides. Inhale. And exhale. Start to articulate through the spine unless you prefer to squat down. That is okay too. Weights come down. Step back into a plank. And lower, 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 all the way onto the belly. And set those weights aside. And bring the arms into cactus or 90-degree angle. Press pelvis down, heavy the legs, lighten through the belly button as you start to lift upper spine and lower. So this is a nice variation here. Or perhaps reach the fingertips toward the toes and continue the same extension. Next time you extend, if the hands are reaching back, pulse them toward one another. In, and lower part way down. lift, press, 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 and lower partway down. So those hands just go in toward one another. Doesn't mean they're going to touch, just slight little pulse. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Last time with the squeezes, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then lift again into the back extension and pinkies up, 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 and partway down. So arms reach, 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 and we lower partway down. Keep the arms long. Let's do 2 more. Remember, light through belly button. Last one. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Nice. Hands come toward the shoulders. Press yourself back briefly into child's pose. Roll up through the spine as a hand slide and arms reach overhead. And in behind the body, open up across the heart. Hands right back down. Bend. Not bend. Tuck those toes. I'm tired here. Lift those knees, suction cup them toward your center, and the right knee draws in and out, in and out for 3, 2, 1. And again, remain in that crouch position, left leg in and out, 3, 2, 1. Crouch and hips high, downward facing dog. Pedal those feet. Roll forward into plank. And chest comes between the arms. Open up across the abs, the chest. And sink hips to heels. Knees wide, child's pose. Slide those hands in. Bring them behind the body. And lift the tush, perhaps. And open across the fronts of the legs. Take one leg out and then the other. Maybe you walk to the center of your mat. Lower the bottom right back down. Arms can reach and extend as you lower through the spine. Long body stretch. Circle those arms round. That left leg slides in. The foot plants. Right leg reaches for sky. And bend the knee. Cross at the ankle. And draw that left leg in. Maybe without use of the hands. There's no force here. This left leg is pressing into the ankle, and the ankle and shin are pressing back. Maybe a little rock here. That bottom leg could lengthen as you slowly lower the legs. Maybe you find a tree pose here, or with that right sole of foot to the inseam of the left thigh. Interlace the fingers, reach them overhead, circle the arms round, clasp that right thigh in. Long stretch. Circle the arms, slide the right foot in, foot plants, left leg reaches long to sky, cross at the ankle, and again, right foot lifts off the earth. Find your figure 4. Everything presses into one another. Maybe, pardon me, a little bit of movement side to side. Pause. That right leg could go long. Use your center body and an exhale to lower, lower, lower. Crossed or uncrossed. Find this tree here. Interlace the fingers, maybe the opposite way that feels comfortable, and then reach the arms overhead. Circle those arms round as you support that left knee to squeeze toward chest. And legs go long. Roll onto one side. That bottom arm can cactus it, so bend at 90-degree angle. And maybe roll a little further onto one side. Finding a chest stretch here. And switch sides, roll into belly. Other arm goes into a 90-degree bend like a goalpost as you roll onto opposite side. Do what you will with the legs here. Return to belly. Press yourself back into child's pose. Tense the fingers. And roll up through the spine. If this isn't appropriate for you, you can also sit cross-legged. And reach one arm across to stretch the deltoid, back of the arm. Bend that same elbow. Upper arm comes back toward the side of the head. Tricep stretch. Maybe cross legs opposite way and take that other arm across. And tricep stretch. Open chest. Interlock fingers, round upper back. Chin can drop. Reach up, side bend, left. Roll wrist, top wrist, both ways. Open and close, open and close. And to the right. Roll top wrist. Switch directions. Open and close, open and close. And find center. Thank you for this Workout Wednesday practice. I hope you enjoyed class. So every other Wednesday, there is a Workout Wednesday. So if you would like to stay tuned, you can subscribe. Also, there's yoga on Friday. So every Friday, there's a yoga, one time more relaxed, one time a little more active asana practice. So I hope that you'll join me for some of those and have a great day.